Whenever you're beginning a project, it's a good idea to start with sketches, no matter how simple they are. Once you start going digital, it's easy to lose focus. Wireframes are a good reminder of the underlying structure. Through annotated notes, the UX designer can communicate interaction design and animations, and things like state changes or empty states where there's no content yet. The UI designer does not need to create each screen, but they will need to design for the different variations, visual cues, or icons that guide the user through the experience. Wireframes from the UX designer may be rough. As the UI designer brings them to life, they'll become more pixel perfect. Both UX and UI designers are likely to use a digital platform such as Sketch, Adobe XD, Figma, or InVision. Once we're ready to go into the software, the first step is to decide which device we're going to design for. Standard devices are already programmed into the software. Then we're going to consider the underlying grid structure, which can be turned on in the background. Grids can also be used to help assign hierarchy of information, which is crucial so the eye knows where to go on the screen. Grids are also helpful for considering responsive design. A standard desktop display may use a 12-column grid, as it can lead to a range of various layout options and possibilities. For a mobile display, we want to consider the smallest version of a phone. A 4-column grid can be highly effective due to the smaller screen size. You can think of everything that goes into the layout as puzzle pieces. The grid is meant to be a guide to help ensure the elements are aligned. We always want elements to be aligned whether it's vertical or horizontal. The gutter, or space between each grid, can also help with alignment. You'll want to watch your margins to make sure the text is not flush with the side of the screen. On that note, it's also important to keep in mind that white space can be just as valuable to your design as the content that you put inside of it. You do not need to fill every screen. By sketching existing websites and apps, you can examine what kind of grid systems are used and how they adapt responsively. If you're interested in the code side of grids, it's worth checking out the framework Bootstrap. The UI designer is concerned with consistency across screens and platforms, so the grids will be an important guide.